The new 1-on-1 rules for the Ultimate Shootout are simple. There are multiple ways to score points. 1 point is awarded for a kill, and then players will switch sides. If there is a simultaneous kill, then both players will be awarded a point. There are 3 buzzers located at the 50-yard line: blue, red, and black. 8 seconds before the round starts, the bonus buzzer, worth 4 points, will be indicated by a puff of smoke and announced to the competitors, potentially changing their strategy at the last second. The other 2 buzzers are worth 3 points each, but the round only ends after an elimination, and the players can hit more than 1 buzzer in a round. If the players get 3 kills in a row, they'll activate a kill streak bonus, and every kill thereafter, they will receive an additional 3 points, plus the point for a kill, for a total of 4 points. The kill streak carries over, and only ends when their opponent gets a kill. The first player to reach 20 points wins the match. If there is a tie, rounds will be played until the tie is broken, and if both players get past 20 points in a round, the highest score will win.
Here with Demetrius Ninios again, congratulations. Moving on into the semifinals. Now you're going to be playing Jesse Stevens. Your first match was with Mark Johnson. Any things you want to do a little differently this time around?
Yeah, so with Jesse versus Mark, it's going to be a different game, clearly. Jesse's also a teammate of mine currently and a really fast, athletic guy. I got to be more aggressive, and I know I have to control the tempo of movement, really. You know, if I can make an aggressive move early and get ahead in the match and put pressure on him, I feel I have the mental tenacity to hang in. So that's the plan.
That's funny because he was saying after he won his first match that it was his mental tenacity that got him that win. So you both are going at it from a mental game.
For sure. In that match, for his match with Clint, it was a really fast-paced, quick, buzzer hungry, overshooting hungry match, and so that's great, but when someone who actually knows how to play controlled, that noise doesn't really help. So the noise can actually play against you, especially in this format. They got really winded and it really came down. It was a great match, but a lot of hairy situations, 50-50s, and I don't like to ride those percentages. So
you just want to get all those points, take home the win, go to the finals.
Yeah, just keep it moving.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. You can go get ready. Okay, so how are you feeling going into the semifinals?
Feel great. Meter's going to play a smart control game out here, and it's going to go back and forth. There's really nothing that's going to surprise me. So you're going to use a little bit of everything out here.
Going into each round, you really don't have a long time to strategize at all. So are you thinking more about how you're going to get points or how you're going to get the kill?
A little bit of both. It's more read and react, Judging off of how he's going to play it, I'll kind of go for whatever buzzer I'm feeling the most. So it's going to go a little bit back and forth. There's going to be all kinds of things he's going to try and throw at me. If he slows it down, I'll utilize the middle a little bit more. If he goes one way, I'll go the opposite, keep him on his toes. You'll see a lot of different things.
He did say that he just wanted to get points up on you and take this home, and he feels pretty confident he's going to do that.
That's fine. You'll see. You'll see what's up.
Actions, not words. Well, good luck. Excited for this semifinals match. Back to you, Maddie.
About to jump into the semifinals here at the very first Ultimate Shootout. We're at Paintball Fit in Waxahachie, Texas. Maddie Marshall, one of the best coaches in paintball, series champion, San Antonio X Factor, Ryan Brand. 2 of his players about to battle right now. Demetrius Ninios defeated Mark Johnson, and Jesse Stevens took down Clint Johnson. Ryan, this is a fascinating matchup. You have 2 of your players out here that have been instrumental in different ways, though, in your series championship, now playing in this 1-on-1 battle. What do you think about this matchup?
It's a really exciting matchup. Jesse is very motivated for this. He's been training hard. He's been getting on the layout as much as he can. He's been studying it at night. Meter, he's been helping Jesse train, and he's been out here a little bit as well. Where Meter has shined for the past year is his ability to read and react in big moments. And Jesse's super motivated, but Meter has just had a knack lately for pulling things off and pulling the games out.
10 seconds to go. About to find out which is going to be the bonus buzzer. It's going to be blue. Again, 8 seconds before the start of each round. Find out which the bonus buzzer is going to be. So here we go. Jesse taking on Meter, and looks like Jesse going to be aggressively pushing up, going towards that red buzzer side. Meter pushing towards that bonus buzzer, but it looks like Jesse's going to eat him up in the transition. So Meter could not get to that Dorito, Ryan. I got to throw this at you. I was going to ask you during the intro, but these are your guys. Who do you got in this one? You can treat that how you like, but I would not be doing my job if I did not ask you who you got in this matchup. Obviously, Jesse going up right now 1-0.
I think it's going to come down to this. Jesse is going to need to get to a lead early and maintain it and keep that momentum on his side. I think Meter, if he goes up early, he has the advantage. And if he's able to get on that, I don't think Jesse's going to necessarily have the ability to come back. Now, if Jesse gets up and he has the momentum, he's already heated, just a 1 point advantage right now. But you saw he was amped, he was stoked. He's already yelling, "Get out!" I think he can continue that momentum. He's going to take the win.
His read and react ability is very high, and I think on the read and react ability, you got to give it to maybe a little bit to Meter. But on the pure aggression, and because this is aggressive format, then you got to give it to Jesse a little bit. Looks like it's going to be the orange buzzer this time for the bonus buzzer, and Jesse's going to go right for it. Gun dominant here, left-handed, but it looks like Meter was able to get the drop on an attacking Jesse Stevens. So now tie ball game right now.
All tied up, and you saw Jesse try to get a little bit of uncharacteristic. He was coming out right-handed towards the blue buzzer, stopped on a dime, and made a run towards that bonus buzzer. Didn't pay off for him. A little bit, maybe too much of trickery going on.
Yeah, Jesse maybe seeing the blood in the water a little bit, a little early for that, with a big bite on that stand-up side of the field, going towards that orange bonus buzzer, and Meter just caught him. I mean, if he had pumped the brakes slightly and stopped, I think that probably would have been the smarter play there. Here at the Ultimate Shootout, tied up 1-1, just getting things going. No time at all in the Ultimate Shootout format. It's just the first to 20. Looks like it's going to be that center buzzer this time, the easiest buzzer to get to. Jesse's going to go towards the blue buzzer side. Meter, gun dominant. Jesse biding his time here, waiting, moving forward, trying to get to the car wash. He makes it clean. Meter having to reposition. Both players lost him, but then Jesse picked him up to get the elimination. So Jesse going to put his second point on the board here. So just some one-on-one kills here. No buzzers hit so far here, Ryan.
No buzzer yet, and
I had to
Meter
keep track
lost
of you.
Jesse there, but Jesse decided to just take the kill, take the easy elimination there rather than going for the buzzer there. Got him in the face. No one likes to get shot there.
Hey, it's the place that hurts the least, but it's the most humiliating in a lot of ways.
Well, I tried to set up that middle one. You fucking switched directions.
Meter's in there now having to clean his goggles. You only got a minute.
I was going for it, but he switched directions.
That's another thing about this format that I think is the way it should be done. You really should be testing these players' staminas when in a one-on-one format and test their athleticism, test their ability to persevere through fatigue. And as we get deeper into this tournament, I think that's going to play more of a factor. So it's like, okay, during this COVID lockdown, who's out been running those streets, getting your cardio in? It's going to help you here in the Ultimate Shootout.
Yeah, and I happen to know both of these guys have been working out a lot in this break we've been on. So I think their cardio is going to hold up.
Blue bonus buzzer for this one.
Meter looks like he's lined up to head that direction.
Jesse looking like he's going to go the opposite way. Jesse's going to stop. Both of them are going to stop, actually. And Meter going to push forward, but here comes Jesse pushing up the center of the field, getting the stand-up can. Looks like Jesse is having some big problems here with his loader, and that's going to force him into a situation where he has to play aggressive, and he's going to get clipped in the hand. And so Meter Ninios is going to tie this one up here. Nothing but kills so far. No buzzers hit. But unfortunately for Jesse, a little bit of a malfunction with his equipment. And you could see that kind of throw a stone into his machine there as he paused, had to start dumping his pot out.
I'm going to need a technical.
Absolutely. He had a loader issue there. And he did a smart thing where he positioned once he realized his loader was down to the right in front of one of the buzzers. But he came out with his gun. If not, he probably should have just taken a dive for the buzzer, taken the points, and gone and gotten the loader fixed after that.
It did look like that was his intention. As soon as he realized that his gun was not functioning properly and that was going to be a hindrance, he immediately started pushing up towards the center of the field to go for that buzzer. But Meter had a beat on him and got that shot to tie it up.
And Jesse just took his 1-2-minute timeout right now. We'll see if he's able to get his loader going in this break.
But that's a crucial
it just jammed.
Timeout.
Here, I need a technical.
There's only two reasons.
I'm allowed one technical timeout. I want a technical.
1, you're tired. 2, equipment malfunction, or 3, to ice your opponent.
I'm allowed one technical. I need it.
They're on a big run. That's about it. And unfortunately, you're not over there to help them to call the timeout.
I can't have that decision for him. And the other situation right now is, Jesse's burned that timeout. Hey, we're early. What's the score? 2-2. A lot of paintball to be played still.
Yeah, again, no time out here. It is just the first to get to 20 points. But we've seen almost every single set, every single game here. We're the first one into the quarter. This is the first game of the quarterfinals. Semifinals, quarterfinals. They all kind of started this way a little bit. Guys trying to feel their opponents out a little bit. Things started mostly with just a few kills here or there. We didn't really see guys run reckless right away.
Yeah, I would say so. I think these two are still feeling each other out, but they are making progression towards those buzzers early. They've just been catching each other.
I'd say the exception was probably the Ryan Hall-BJ Henningberg match. That one was pretty much gas pedal right out the gate.
Absolutely, and BJ was the aggressor there, kind of on the full send, and it did not wind up paying out for him.
Orange bonus buzzer this time. Looks like Jesse's going to be heading that way. Meter going right-handed. He's going to pause and go the opposite direction. Right-hand dominant. Jesse is definitely going for that buzzer, but it's not going to matter as he's going to get a kill. So, and they both get shot. Mutual eliminations. Score will be 3-3 now.
This one is primed to be a lot of points.
Yeah,
we've seen a lot of these matches go to 15 or so one-on-ones, but right now no one's hit a buzzer yet.
They've been going for them, but they are just locked in right now with their shots. Already warmed up, already with wins to push themselves into this semi-matchup. But this, Ryan, this could elongate this match quite a bit.
I mean, we are 6 one-on-ones in so far, and the score is 3-3.
Okay, so who's in better shape? That's the question right now.
Both these guys. Naturally, Meter carries a little bit less weight as far as less muscle on him, so he's primed to go a little bit more long distance. And Jesse is more of a muscle guy, building that leg strength, working on that for his burst speed. But once this format came out, and we spoke about the cardio involved, he's been running a lot more, trying to cut weight a little bit. So we'll see if that paid off for him.
10 seconds.
About to jump into this next round, and it's going to be the center buzzer now for the bonus buzzer.
And look
The
for
easiest
Jesse,
one to get to.
Look for Jesse to come up to this camp pretty quickly.
Both of them stop at the beginning of this round, and then now pushing up different sides of the field. Here comes Jesse. He's pushing towards that orange bunker. Meter more going towards the blue bunker, or the blue buzzer side. Jesse waiting for Meter to make the move across, and he gets the drop on him before he gets the buzzer. So yet another elimination here. Still no buzzers hit.
No buzzer. And interesting, Jesse had a big advantage there. It's just one of those things that if Jesse would have let Meter make that move, he would have been able to hit the buzzer freely. But he decided to take the free kill.
Hey, I'll take the point if I can get it. Obviously, anytime you get the drop on your opponent, it's so hard not to pull that trigger.
It is.
But we've just been discussing how the tactics and strategy are going to be evolving as people start to master this format.
Yeah, it's definitely going to evolve. That one's just an interesting thing. Right around that black buzzer, you have those two small temples right next to each other. So the ability to hit that buzzer and advance into the next temple alive is very, it's very doable.
And then the orange bunker side of the field just has bigger stand-ups to work with as far as gunfighting in a one-on-one is concerned. Us being taller guys, when I was walking this field, I think we talked about this in the quarterfinals, I'd be probably pushing towards that right side a little bit more depending on the situation. But it looks like it's going to be a black bonus buzzer. Meter going gun dominant immediately. Jesse is actually going to have
on the move.
Yeah, a gun down on the move, and then he gets
Meter caught
smoked.
him.
So Meter answering right back. So it's been just blow for blow, kill for kill.
Yeah,
The entire, all of these rounds so far here, Ryan.
Yeah, and Meter had some early dominance there, but he kind of seemed like he may have lost Jesse a little bit, but he stayed real calm in his bunker, just gun up, protecting the bonus buzzer. And he knew that there was a good chance Jesse was going to come through that lane and just had the paint there waiting for him.
Also a little less verbal abuse here in this round between these two guys that have been rooming together here getting ready for this event.
Yeah, not so much. Maybe Jesse wants to make sure he's still welcome on Meter's couch for the next,
Hey,
for episode number 3.
Yeah, hey, can I still crash at your house? No? I'm sorry, I was being a dick. Yeah, Jesse was hyped for his match against Clint. Just kind of calling everyone out. He's calling out everyone on the sidelines. He's calling Clint out once he took that win. He said we were doubting him. Basically everybody. He was just throwing to everybody. He came up later and was like, "Man, I got excited out there."
Yeah, I saw Jesse talking to the guy just picking up trash out there. Anyone that he could give it to, he was coming.
But yeah, it's been a little tame on the trash talk here so far in this match. All locked up at 4, even between these two teammates. Jesse again, I feel
maybe having loader issues once again.
Again with the loader issue here.
And I would say that's probably batteries. You get it working sometimes. He's lost Meter here. Meter's got a buzzer within reach.
Meter might. Oh, but Jesse might have traded though. Looks like mutual kills between the two.
But a great job by Jesse protecting that buzzer. Maybe having a little bit of equipment issues, and just put a really good ball on the move onto Meter.
And we are getting deep here. 10 one-on-ones played so far.
10 one-on-ones, and no one is anywhere close to taking this one.
Yeah, but as we've seen when the quarterfinal battles went down, you can start racking up points very quickly with the way that this format is. Those, if you hit that bonus buzzer, hit another buzzer, that's 7 points right there. If you're on a kill streak, add in another 4. You can start stacking up those points fast, but that's not what we've seen. Just the most even match so far that we've seen in this entire first Ultimate Shootout is Demetrius Ninios taking on Jesse Stevens right now.
Yeah, now it'll be interesting. This is the first semifinals match to go on, but if this goes up to 20 or 30 one-on-ones, the player that wins it, he's got to get ready for the finals.
He's going to be gassed. At least he gets a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
But my God, yeah, if you play 30 one-on-ones and then maybe, who knows, we saw an 8-minute game out here.
Yeah, you might be out there in the finals with noodle legs.
Orange bonus
Jesse
buzzer.
wasn't ready.
Yeah, it looks like, maybe fatigue's starting to play an issue, and then Jesse gets smoked by Meter immediately.
And a little bit of just Jesse maybe not being prepared in time or just not hearing that buzzer. But, one of those things that he just wasn't so sure that the game had started. He did get, his ground. He came out with his gun, but Meter put a great ball running and shooting right into that start box.
Well, a little bit of a momentum shift here, potentially, for Meter Ninios. Looks like the referees are starting to haze you a little bit.
The refs are talking now.
Yeah, I think he was saying that they might need to call you in here, a little coaching, as they had you. They both had you in their quarterfinal matchups. You're obviously now up here doing some commentating with me.
Now I understand the refs complain. They're going to be out there all night at this point if one of these guys doesn't start pulling away. Wow, So what are we thinking? This is a 50-minute match, 2 hours. Well, this thing's going.
Like I said, I hope
center buzzer.
Hope you've been getting your miles in. So yeah, center bonus buzzer here. That black buzzer, center of the field.
Oh. First ball kill by Jesse.
Jesse shoots one ball out of his gun, and it finds its home on Demetrius Ninios.
Put the heat sinker in there. He needs to go pick that ball up and shoot it again.
Did he have access to the Tomahawk missile function? I didn't know that was part of the rules.
He unlocked it. Well, that'll give him a little bit of positive momentum in his head there.
6-6 is the score, all locked up here in this semifinal matchup. Neither player breaking so far, both staying in the pocket and composed. Blue bonus buzzer now here, car wash side of the field.
It's like Meter is set to shoot off the break from the back center again.
Jesse trying to take a little bit of ground, trying to get to the orange buzzer side of the field. Meter just locked in. Looks like he might have lost Jesse a little bit, rolling his gun towards the bunker that Jesse was just at. So Jesse is now posted. We might maybe see a buzzer hit for the first time in this matchup. Jesse's going to cut down. Looks like Meter has picked him up. Jesse now right-handed, wrapping around, trying to get to that black bonus buzzer.
And it looks like Meter is just protecting the buzzer from Jesse. And he shot him before if that ball broke.
Yeah, no buzzer hit. So Jesse trying to take the risk to go for it, but Meter containing and able to get yet another kill here. So it has been just nothing but one kill at a time. Slowly starting to stack these points up. 7-6 currently the score.
Yeah, Meter stayed very composed there. He lost Jesse for a little bit. He was shooting at a bunker that Jesse had been at previously, and once he realized that Jesse was right there by that buzzer, he just stayed composed, didn't freak out, and just continued to keep that paint right there in front of the buzzer and shot him one step away.
This is high-level paintball being played right now, man. This is a really interesting matchup, tactical battle back and forth, and who knows who's going to take this one. It's going to come down to stamina. Until you actually go and play one-on-ones, especially in a format like this, you don't understand how just mentally, physically, it's a task. It's tough.
Yeah, you can see it in Jesse's body language right now. He's got one hand on his hip. He's kind of breathing a little bit more deeply, and Meter looks pretty composed right now.
Yeah, Meter definitely looks slightly fresher than Jesse right now, and I think that might come into play. We're about to find out. Now it's a blue bonus buzzer. Jesse again hitting the gas pedal and moving up towards that black bonus buzzer. He has found Meter, and Meter has found him. They're locked in the gunfight right now. Both of them shooting right-handed, and here comes Meter. Meter's going to cut to the other side of the field to try to lose Jesse. We just had a first buzzer hit. I think he got it right before Meter got the shot in on him. So Jesse's going to get that buzzer, that 3 points.
1 point for Meter, 3 points for Jesse.
So Meter going to go to 8 points now. Jesse Stevens with 9, taking a slight lead.
Yeah, just a tad bit of separation there.
Kill streak engaged, Meter. Score is 9-8, Jesse.
So Meter with a kill streak engaged moment currently here, Ryan. If he gets this next kill, can put those 4 points up, which has really been the element of this format that starts to turn the tables when guys start to get on a roll.
Yeah, I think once a player breaks that 10 point benchmark, things start to kind of collapse real quick on you as the opposing player.
10 seconds.
Yeah, this is when Meter could start running away with this. If he can get a kill streak and a buzzer hit, that's when the points start getting scored here quickly.
Now, Jesse wants to find a way to put paint on him one way or another, even if it gives up a buzzer to do so.
Now it looks like, Meter's gun is down. Meter he's finally turned it back on, and that allowed Jesse to take some ground, but Meter has found him. Meter trying to close the gap. Jesse up and over to the top.
Jesse has lost Meter.
Yeah, Jesse has no idea where Meter was, and Meter, even though it did not look good for him to start, and he's going to get the kill streak here with that elimination. That's going to give him 12.
Score 12-9, 1 minute.
So Jesse had the lead, but not for long. 12-9 now the score here.
And Meter's still sitting on that kill streak. He's primed to kind of pull away right now.
Yeah, I love that part of the Ultimate Shootout. We had talked about this when we did a Go Sports live show, and how you thought that was one of the more fascinating elements of this. If you really get on a roll, that's how you can just finish off your opponent. Because every kill that Meter gets now that he's on this kill streak is going to be 4 points.
Yeah, and Jesse's kind of forced into his decision right now. Does he try to go for these buzzers? Does he try to go up and trade with them, which I think is a good strategy in this situation, or sit back and just win a long-distance gunfight?
And, when he was talking about, hey, look, if you're so good in the moment that you get that many kills, that's why they came up with the kill streak. That you've earned the right to start stacking up points like that. If you're going to face your opponent, and Meter is... So Meter starting to run away with this one. Jesse trying to take some ground out towards that orange buzzer side of the field, but yet another kill streak. 16 points now here for Meter Ninios.
Yeah, and he got him with that Cyclops right in the middle of his face. And just one of those demoralizing shots. So not only are you letting him start to pull away, but now you're wiping your goggles off, kind of second-guessing everything.
Yeah, and even though Jesse was the first to get out there, it looks like Meter just trying to preserve his energy, and he does look like the fresher player right now. But at this point in time, Meter Ninios 4 points away from taking the victory here and knocking Jesse Stevens out of the very first Ultimate Shootout and moving on to the finals.
Yeah, I think Jesse just has to sit back and win a gunfight right now and get him off that kill streak.
Blue bonus buzzer engaged right now. Oh, and it looks like he might have. No, it came off the bunker. Thought for a second that Jesse Stevens had ended this kill streak. Meter Ninios fiercely, though, engaging in the gunfight as Jesse Stevens takes some ground in the center of the field.
Elimination.
And Jesse trying to
Kill
get,
streak bonus.
and it looks like, yeah, and that is going to do it. So Jesse was risking trying to get into a space where he could hit that black buzzer and try to come back. But Meter Ninios able to get that kill and put 4 more points on the board to give him the 20 that he needed to finish off Jesse Stevens. So Jesse Stevens eliminated from this tournament.
I had to get a buzzer.
And Meter Ninios, one of the favorites here, though, heading into the finals here. Ryan, you got to be a little proud of that battle that these guys just had.
I think they put up a good show. I think at the end there, Jesse tried to do a little bit too much going for that buzzer. He really, like I said, he needed to kind of get Meter off that kill streak and not worry about the buzzer so much. But I understand when they're sitting there and they're worth all those points, it's kind of calling your name that you got to catch up.
Very tempting when you know that you're down and that you need some points to try to get back in this one. Yes, your opponent has that kill streak. You're trying to get back in the match, but that's going to do it here. Semifinal matchup. Meter Ninios in the finals.
Congratulations, Meter, moving on. Now, that was the most back and forth that we've seen. It really was a chess match and who was going to take it. It ultimately came down to that kill streak that really helped you get some points going on. But how did you feel about those rounds?
I felt good. Going towards the end, though, I really started getting gassed out because I was really reaching for it, and I knew he was trying to set traps for me. So in the end, I feel like it was a mistake on my part. I really tried to reach for some of those and try and get some points when I just should have capitalized on keeping him from controlling the kill streak. But it was a back and forth match. The score really doesn't reflect it. I think the last quarter of that match, he really built on that kill streak and put it away. So
for you moving forward, like he was saying, you get gassed out a lot, and I think probably more than watchers even believe that you get gassed out. And you said you were using breathing techniques. Was that a real thing or sarcasm?
Absolutely. If you're an athlete, you understand oxygen is your fuel and sleep. So capitalize on both. The only thing you can do right now is breathe. So that's all I'm doing out here.
All right, well, great job to both of you. We'll see you in the finals.
But we're going to move on to this next battle going down. Ryan Hall taking on Matt Jackson here at the very first Ultimate Shootout. We're here at Paintball Fit in Waxahachie, Texas. We'll be back.